guys. I would like to greet everyone a wonderful and blessed morning. Nabala ka na po gamay kay kanang alas 12 naman pa do. Kasi hindi ko alam siya kasi ako na siya. Anyway, to our SEPs in planning and research and operating to our typical working members from Dr. Roderick P. Godes, Sir, to Ma'am Hannah Joyce Balagtas Delda, Sir Rodolfo Kapampangan, Sir Christian Ray Bungo, and Ma'am Ivy Lapuesta, and Sir Richie Bihasa. Nakailan po ninyo. Good morning, everyone. Alam ko, saling na po yung kalihay na siya.
Maura ba ang study na yung sige ang malumal?
Maura yung naman sige ang Paul.
Maura na sila may
Sige, by the way, my name is Roland Inamara Sharmitara. I had teacher 1 of Dabdab Elementary School. Thank you, Paul. And at the same time, okay, and at the same time, researcher from San Francisco District. My research title is entitled Project Lupad, an intervention to elevate the reading proficiency of learners. Actually, in the district of San Francisco, we have this mantra or hashtag in each school. And in our school context in Dabdab, our hashtag is Lupad. So Lupad Dabdab ES. And literally, it means high, so aim high. So as a school head in our school, I decided we're going to focus on our mantra and our hashtag and make an intervention to the current situation that we are facing. So that is why Project Lupad. For our context and rationale, it is our DepEd's goal to produce capable and confident Filipino readers equipped for academic success and lifelong learning. Focus on building phonetic awareness, decoding, sight word recognition, and comprehension skills. However, in our current reading situation, based on PISA 2022, the Filipino 15-year-old students had an average reading score of 347, which remains significantly below the OECD average. And then only 24% of Filipino students attained at least level 2 proficiency in reading, compared with about 74% across OECD or Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development countries. And in the result, Philippines is in the rank 76 when it comes to reading. But it indicates a persistent national literacy crisis, needing focused, data-driven intervention. Challenges in reading proficiency according to Rahim et al. 2023 is caused by ineffective teaching methods, low learner motivation, and limited parental involvement. And reading difficulties in Dabdab Elementary School reflect these national issues. In fact, for our kindergarten, during the baseline data, we found out that some of the learners found it difficult to sound letters. And in our lower grades, for poor word recognition, and in fact, based on the CARDA baseline data of BOSIT 2025, 3 of our learners belongs to the low emerging. And when it comes to our higher grades, they have weak comprehension, and based on the PhilERIC data, we have 23 of our learners belong to the 3 level down. That is why the purpose of the study is to implement Project Lupad. Actually, Project Lupad is an acronym. And I give meaning to it, like leveraging understanding for progress, achievement, and development to enhance learners' reading performance. And this Project Lupad is a collaborative approach. Why? It's because it involves teachers for their reading remediation sessions, parents, home tutors for their guided home reading, and at the same time, school head me for the progress monitoring via ORB tool. Statement of the problem. How can the use of Project Lupad elevate the reading proficiency of learners in Dabdab Elementary School, where Project Lupad is my intervention and strategy? Elevate the reading proficiency is my outcome, and learners in Dabdab Elementary School are our participants. My proposed innovation and intervention and strategy is Project Lupad. It focuses on home tutoring, teacher-led reading remediation, and school head monitoring using the oral reading verification tool. This program builds a holistic support system among educators, parents, and learners to enhance reading proficiency. For the pre-implementation phase, we have the analysis of Carla and February POSI results, develop research proposal and intervention plan, present and revise based on feedback, and secure approval and finalize documents for implementation. For the implementation phase, we have here the conduct orientation of Project Lupad. We have the begin reading interventions. We have the regular monitoring progress using the ORV tool, and at the same time, adjust strategies as needed based on learner data. So, during our first general PTA, I included the orientation of Project Lupad to our entire stakeholders, to the parents, to the teachers, and to some stakeholders from the LGU as well. Then we begin reading interventions, teacher reading remediation series from 11 to 12, and from 4 to 5. In fact, even the teachers are mandated to only have 6 hours teaching, but I am proud to say that ang culture sa among eskwelahan kay dedicated pa akong mga maestra. I don't know na kung maasahin po kung lahat ng survey. Dedicated din sila. Di sila manggawas na yung 11, di sila manggawas yung 4. Magsilip pa dyan sila binasahay. Yeah, during lunch time ang mga bata sa natuwa is titig silang part into playing. Ang ila is manood sila classroom sa una. Manood sila classroom and then with books magbasa. And of course, parental support reading at home. Naging monitor sa mga ginikanan. Kung unsay napabasa sa eskwelahan, abot sa balay, monitoran sa mga ginikanan. And the regular monitoring starts. Ako monitor every month. Kaya nag-out din ako ang progress ba dyan ng mga bata. And of course, regular monitoring progress using the ORV tool. We have the Project Mercy. Actually, in the district, we also have this initiative, Project Mercy, from the name of Marcelita Orquiliano, co-authored man ni Ma'am. This is about monitoring and evaluation of reading comprehension yields. And ang kuha is every quarter mag-monitor sa entire district. For the first quarter, sa monitoring is in the entire district in reading. Luckily, kung siya lang siya improvement, ni-rank first ang eskwelahan. Ang ako na concern nilang ko lang is, saan na pag-sustain until yun sa end line. And for post-implementation phase, we have conduct post-test and analyze results, interpret findings and finalize the report, present results to stakeholders, disseminate outcomes and prepare for publication. And for our research design, the study employs a pre-experimental quantitative design using the Carla and Federi tool to assess learner reading levels before and after implementing Project Lupad. That is for POSI and for the NOC. But for the monitoring, I have the ORV tool for its monitoring. Participants and sources of data. Participants include kindergarten to grade 6 learners at Dapdap Elementary School, composed of 149 in total, were 67 of them were males and 82 were females. And then that data gathering procedure, data will be collected in 3 stages. For pre-data collection, we have the initial Carla and Federi POSI result. For the actual data collection, we have the implementation and monitoring using ORV tool. And then for post-data collection, we have the Carla and Federi assessment, POC, and data comparison. For data analysis plan, we have this data analysis involves comparing pre-test and post-test Carla and Federi results using descriptive statistics, which is quantitative, mean, and frequency. For reference test, mga siya ipang gamit. For the research tool, ako na lang siya picture, may taas kayo Carla, taas po lang sa kayong Federi, yeah, the ORV, and for the monitoring, books po lang gamit something like that. And the cost estimates for 4,690. And for plans for dissemination and utilization, results will be presented in LAC sessions, NSEPs, school governing council meetings, and research forums. And according to John Roy, about experience and education, we do not learn from experience. Instead, we learn from reflecting on experience. In the school context, there are lots of situations that we've encountered, especially if you're the head. But it's not the experience that makes me learn the most, but it's my reflection to the experiences that I've encountered. That through this Project Lupad, maybe birth or non-birth, through this innovation, I can create impact to the entire people in our school. That I will create blueprints in their minds and blueprints in their minds.
Thank you. And questions from Rod. Question on Manali implement.
Actually, mga kapatid,